Well, that was my dad. I mean, it was North Carolina or bust.
I'm here today with Mrs. Roberts and her daughter Snow. We're going to be talking to you about the upcoming 33rd annual Carolina Country Store Auction here at Mebane Antique Auction Gallery. We're very excited to be representing this important collection from Durham. And there's a lot of stories and a lot of history with this family and tobacco. And if you're so kind, I'd love to hear a couple of stories today, Ms. Roberts, and we're going to show a few objects that we have that are featured in that event.
Okay.
Put together an outstanding and important collection here in North Carolina. And do you know what started the collection?
Yes, I do know. My husband, Ben, was a collector of everything related to North Carolina. If it wasn't North Carolina, he wasn't really very interested in it. So he worked at American Tobacco Company, and they closed in 1987. And then he worked on the Tobacco Museum in Durham for about 4 or 5 years, trying to get artifacts for that museum. And then he decided he wanted to write a book on Bull Durham smoking tobacco.
Okay.
And as he told it, we have to buy some of these things because we're setting up the archives for the book that we're writing, and we have to have archives in order to write the book. That was his excuse for buying all the things that he saw.
But he fell in love with it.
He fell in love with it.
The book that he wrote, I mean, one of the things about Bull Durham is it really was the first brand, I think, in the world that had such mass advertising. And Julian Carr unlocked this kind of fantastic way to approach sales that other people hadn't done in the 1870s. And he spent, I think, about $100,000 at that time advertising, and no one else had done it. So it just reached all the markets around the world, really, not just the United States. And he started putting things on train cars and paper dolls and seats and billboards and painting murals all over the U.S. to market this product. And so my dad was just fascinated by it because he was born in Durham. He loved Durham. He loved North Carolina. And then here's really a genius in advertising early on. And I read in the book earlier today that by the 1880s, he was spending $250,000 on advertising, which is equivalent to $8 million today at a time when no one else was doing it. And I think that story just fascinated my dad because of the combination of inventive business practice with a city that he loves so much.
And it was also in that same time period where illustration artists become famous.
That's right.
That looks like the poster beside over here.
Yeah. Well, he hired Reuben Rink from Kernersville, and he's the one who went around he hired a group of men or people to paint signs on rocks and on buildings, on the sides of buildings, and he was the one who actually did the work that Julian Carr paid him to do.
And for the viewers, Julian Carr was a Civil War general here in North Carolina that also Carver is named after him. The Bull was the first one, and then R.J. Reynolds tried to sort of compete with him with the what was it, the camel?
The camel.
Yes. Yep.
Right, and they were trying to get everything trademarked so that people weren't competing because they had such a nationwide presence, and other people were doing more regional sales, and so it really just catapulted the brand into something that's, I think, still recognizable today. A lot of people think about the baseball today, but I think about it, of course, with Bull Durham and smoking tobacco.
And that was the very first, wasn't it? Was it Blackwell's first, and then
It was
how's the
actually
connection?
John R. Green. John R. Green is the one who, well, the Confederate soldiers in the Civil War, when the battles were over and the war was over, they raided the warehouses and took all the the smoking tobacco as much as they could home with them. And then that spread all over everywhere. So people wanted some of that good tobacco from North Carolina. One of the things that we haven't talked about is W. Sons and Company, the chief competitor to Blackwell's. In this collection, Ben also collected artifacts pertaining to W. Sons and Company, because eventually W. Sons and Company is going to own Blackwell's Tobacco Company.
Excited for this auction to happen. I wish he could sit on the front row because he would love to see it land in the right hands. And we're really excited about that too, to carry on his legacy with what he's collected, and just to find the right homes for all of these unique items that he was so passionate about.
Known y'all for a long time, and I want to again thank y'all for giving me the opportunity to represent you.
Well, I would like to present you with a copy of our book, Bull Durham. We finally finished the book after collecting all these artifacts,
Oh, that's wonderful.
and we'd like for you to have that.
Well, you know, I want you to sign it.
It
Maybe
is
you already have.
signed.
I
I've
see
already
the
signed it.
signature and a little note in there. This year's special Carolina Country Store sale will be our 33rd annual, featuring on day 2, August 7th, will be the collection of the very important collection of the late Ben Roberts of Durham, North Carolina, his tobacco collection. Included in this collection are some of the rarest signs that I have ever encountered: cardboard paper, tin litho, pocket tins, countertop statues, cloth banners, postcards, paper and ephemera, letters. If you love tobacco in North Carolina, please watch this video and hope you can attend this event. Thank you.